Hey YouTube. As you know, a month ago, I uploaded my ancestry DNA results, and since then, I actually uploaded my raw DNA to 3 other websites: DNA.LAND, Prometheus, and GEDmatch. And I figured I wanted to show you guys, at least right now, with my ancestry DNA, the raw DNA from the the um the results from DNA.LAND. So my results are actually quite different from what I got from Ancestry DNA, and I'm actually kind of confused on which results to trust more to go by. Yeah, so I guess I'll share it with you guys. Um, it says that my African ancestry is only 72%, and then it further breaks my ancestry down by West African and East African. The West African is 63%. Um, and then that's broken down by the lower Niger Valley, 49%, Senegal Valley 9.2%, Mende slash Akin at 5.1%, and then the East African is just 8.4%. And then it just goes down to my European ancestry. It has Northwest European at 8.2%, Western European at 8%, South European ancestry at 8%, which they broke down to Balkan 5%. I don't know where the fuck that came from. South Central European 3%, North Slavic 1%, and then 1.6% of it was and then that's like my year before that was my West Eurasian ancestry, which is 25%. And then below that it has 1.6% as being ambiguous, Native American at 1.5%. So from what I got from GEDmatch and this website, it looks like my Native American ancestry is like between 1% and 2%, because it's consistently around 1%. It's consistently being shown at like 1%, or when I do the other websites like GEDmatch and DNA.LAND, it's like a little bit more than 1%. And a few times I get like Siberian popping up when I do certain tests with GEDmatch. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like now I'm pretty sure it's like around 2% based on what I've consolidated from the different websites. And then when you go to this website, they show like a list of what regions are being included in their parameters for certain groups. So for like my lower Niger Valley ancestry, it looks like it's mostly Yoruban and Isan in Nigeria, and Yoruban and Ibadan. Sorry if I butcher these places. And then the Senegalese Valley is Medinka in Senegal, and Gambian in Western Gambia. My Mende slash Akin ancestry is Mende Sierra Leone and Mende and Syria. It's Mende and Sierra Leone. Mende and Sierra Leone. So I'm guessing like I did get Ghanaian and no, that was like was I no yeah I got Ghanaian and Sierra Leone as a region on Ancestry DNA. So I'm guessing since they combined the two countries, from this test I'm gathering that specifically I am from Sierra Leone. And then West African is Bantu, Kikuyu, Luhya, sorry, Luhya, sorry I'm butchering this, Luo, and Maasai, and Kenya, Datong and Tanzania, and Luhya and Webuye. Crap, damn. Sorry. My Northwest European ancestry is being shown as being Scottish and British in England, Icelandic, Norwegian in Norway, and Akkadian in the Orkney Islands. That's actually I don't know, since I got something different with Ancestry, the website on Ancestry, DNA. I don't know who to believe, but if this is accurate, it's actually pretty amazing because my ex was half Norwegian, and when I first got my results, I was like, I'm sad I didn't get any Scandinavian ancestry because that it would have been pretty cool to say that we're both well, he was half, but it would be cool to say that we share some cultural some ethnic background. And then for this, anyway, and then for the southwestern European ancestry, it's showing as Basque French and France and Basque Spanish and the Iberian population in Spain. Um, that's really cool. I love Spanish people. I live in a town that's mostly Hispanic. I know it's not the same thing, but I love the language, the Spanish language. My town is pretty. If I had taken Spanish in high school and college instead of taking French, I'd probably be like fluent or pretty conversational because I have so many opportunities to use that in my town. But I took French, which is probably why, like, according to this, I do have French ancestry. Maybe that's French ancestry. Maybe that's why I was drawn to taking French instead of Spanish. Um, and then my Balkan ancestry, if that's actually true, is showing as being Albanian, Bulgarian, and Greek. It's pretty cool. Then it says South Central European as being Italian Bergamo, Italian Tuscan, and Tuscany, and Italy. And then North Slavic, although that was like only 1%, is showing Belarusian and Estonian, Lithuanian, Moldovan, and Russian, and Ukrainian. It's cool. Can I claim Estonia? I actually would really love to visit Estonia. And then my ambiguous Native American. They don't specify a tribe, which is kind of shitty. I was saying they don't specify a tribe, but yeah, I think maybe after this I could do my Prometheus and what I got from GEDmatch. I don't really care for that website. It's kind of academic. I mean, it's understandable, but I wish they put more information on their website, like explaining the parameters of their regions and actually telling you what some of their abbreviations stand for. Because some of their tests are like you don't know what the fuck they're talking about because they don't explain anything. Um. Oh. I don't know. Maybe do you guys want to know some information about the history of my family? Um. My mother's from Virginia. Both her parents are from Virginia, a small town in Franklin. Like they mostly spend their time around Franklin, Virginia. Um. Some other towns also like Norfolk and Boykins and Cortland, Virginia. That's mostly where her parents are from. My father, I really don't know that much about. I mean, I know who my father is, but I'm not that close with him, and I just recently started to get to know his siblings and their kids, let alone like their extended family and like family history. So I probably should have said that in that first video that I did, but oh well. If I don't get to do a Prometheus though, a video on my results from Prometheus, one thing that I did find out, although I kind of had suspicions, I am a carrier for red hair. I mean, my hair right now, this is like being bleached from like hydrogen peroxide and baking soda, but I do carry like actual genes for red hair. I'm a recessive carrier, so if I did marry somebody with like red hair, I think I did the Punnett square for it, and I think it's like a 75% chance that our kids would be a redhead. And then if I carry somebody who's also a carrier, it's like 25% chance that we'll have a kid with red hair, 50% chance that they'll be a carrier, and then like a 25% chance that they wouldn't carry it or have red hair. So that's pretty interesting. It'd be kind of cool to have a redheaded kid. Well, that's kind of that would be interesting and kind of nerve wracking because I've heard a few stories of people like of who have mixed kids who don't end up looking like them, or people who aren't really well versed on like the fact that people are mixed people exist, that they'll have issues with people assuming that kids aren't theirs. So I wonder, like, if I did have a redheaded kid, would they still like carry features that would like tell people, yeah, these are my kids? Because I don't want to walk around with a child and then have to deal with like racist people or like people always questioning the paternity of my kids. I don't know. Now I'm just ranting. Bye.